On a quiet night, my phone buzzed with a WhatsApp notification. As I glanced at the screen, I was taken aback. It was a number I hadn't seen in a long time, the number of a close friend who had recently passed away. Without hesitation, I opened the message. "Hey, is this you?" Strangely, there were 2 green check marks indicating the message had been delivered. Instantly, a reply appeared. "Yes, it's me. I'm still here, in a place you can't imagine." A shiver ran down my spine. Initially, it felt like a prank or an old number reactivated. I probed further. "Where are you now?" And the response sent a chill through me. "I'm in another world, among dimensions unseen by you." Suspicion mixed with fear. My close friend began to vividly describe their surroundings, a world inhabited by unseen entities and energies. I tried to comprehend, but confusion and fear overwhelmed my thoughts. Days passed, and every night, mysterious messages arrived from that number. Ghostly sounds and bizarre images appeared on my phone. I began to feel confined, as if something were chasing me, something I couldn't see but felt in my presence. So many questions without answers. Why could they communicate from the other world? What did they want to convey? And was I truly dealing with an unseen presence? My departed friend bid a farewell. "I have to go now. Don't forget me." And just like that, the chat ceased. However, the mysterious presence continued to linger in the shadows of the night, leaving unanswered questions swirling in my mind. Reluctantly, I attempted to dismiss the surreal experience. However, each night brought with it a cacophony of unearthly sounds and images. I felt as though trapped in a world unseen, pursued by elusive whispers and footsteps. It was as if someone or something were perpetually watching me, yet remained invisible. Nights passed, and the eeriness escalated. I started to see vague shadows in the corners of my room and hear faint whispers in the darkness. It felt as if an unseen presence were trying to communicate in incomprehensible ways. One evening, my phone relentlessly vibrated. I opened a flood of messages, each more cryptic than the last. I couldn't stop it, as if the spectral presence wanted to showcase its power. Desperation led me to share my experience with friends. Some dismissed it as illusion or exaggerated fear, while others believed it could be a call from the spiritual realm. I sought help and consulted a paranormal expert who attempted rituals to communicate with the unseen presence. Yet, the results remained elusive, shrouded in ambiguity. One dark night after a session with the paranormal expert, something changed. The atmosphere became tense, and I felt the unseen presence drawing closer. I heard faint whispers in my ear. "You cannot escape." Helpless, I sensed being entangled in a presence I couldn't see. I struggled to comprehend the meaning behind the mysterious messages. Was it a malevolent force or a misunderstood attempt at communication? Questions loomed in my mind. What did they want from me? Would I ever find peace from this perplexing ordeal? The unseen entity seemed to play a game beyond my grasp. Each night, I pondered in the silence, wondering if I truly stood alone or continued to be surveilled by this imperceptible presence. With the passing of time, my life became increasingly ensnared by the unseen entity. Mysterious sounds and images persisted, haunting my days and nights. I felt trapped in a labyrinth with no end in sight. One fateful night, as the silence reached its zenith, I sat in my living room, contemplating the inexplicable events. Suddenly, my phone vibrated, a WhatsApp notification demanding my attention. The number of my departed friend, long thought to be a relic of the past, once again appeared on the screen. "I've been waiting for the right time to tell you," the message read. I sat in silence, absorbing the weight of those words. "You don't need to be afraid. I am here to help you," the message continued. Unlike before, this response brought a slight sense of relief. I began to wonder if this was the answer to the questions that had haunted me. As time went on, the messages became clearer. My departed friend explained that the unseen entities were not malevolent, but lost spirits seeking understanding and peace. I was, unknowingly, a conduit between two worlds. Through WhatsApp, I became an unexpected channel of communication. I realized that the messages were an attempt to convey a message of peace, a plea for help from those who were lost. The once cryptic whispers and images now seemed like a misunderstood language from the other side. One night, as I ventured to my friend's grave, I spoke into the air, hoping the unseen entities could hear. I questioned why I had to endure this and what they sought from me. Yet the answers remained elusive. The silence of the night deepened, and I continued my silent struggle against the fear and uncertainty. Would I ever find solace in this ongoing battle? Would the unseen entities depart, or would they forever be a part of my life? In each step I took, the shadows continued to follow. I tried to unravel the meaning behind the mysterious messages, realizing that sometimes we must open our minds and hearts to understand the unseen. Even as this chapter of the story unfolded, questions about the afterlife persisted, leaving me in contemplation each night. As time pressed on, my life became increasingly confined by the presence of the unseen. The nightly chorus of otherworldly sounds and images persisted, a haunting backdrop to my existence. It felt as though I were navigating an ever-twisting maze with no end in sight. One evening, in the midst of the profound silence that had become my constant companion, I found myself seated in the living room. My thoughts were a tumultuous sea, each wave crashing against the shores of the inexplicable events unfolding around me. Suddenly, my phone vibrated, signaling the arrival of another WhatsApp message. The number once familiar, belonging to my departed friend, reappeared on the screen. "I have been waiting for the opportune moment to share the truth with you," the message began. I sat in silence, absorbing the weight of those words. "There is no need for fear. I am here to guide you," it continued. Unlike before, this response carried a subtle sense of reassurance. Could this be the resolution to the enigma that had plagued me? With the passage of time, the messages became clearer. My departed friend explained that the unseen entities were not malevolent. Instead, they were lost spirits, seeking understanding and peace. Unbeknownst to me, I had become a conduit between two worlds, a messenger through WhatsApp serving as an unexpected link. The messages, once cryptic, now seemed like a misunderstood language. They were an attempt by these lost souls to convey a message of peace, a plea for help in finding their way. The eerie whispers and images were not meant to terrify, but to communicate across the veil that separated us. One night, standing by my friend's grave, I spoke into the air, hoping that the unseen entities could hear me. I questioned the purpose of this connection and what they desired from me. Yet the answers remained elusive. The night's silence deepened, and I continued my silent struggle against fear and uncertainty. Would I ever find peace in this ongoing battle? Would the unseen entities depart, or were they destined to remain a part of my life? With each step, the shadows persisted in their pursuit. I sought to unravel the meaning behind the mysterious messages, realizing that sometimes we must open our minds and hearts to understand the unseen. Even as this chapter of the story unfolded, questions about the afterlife persisted, leaving me in contemplation each night.